Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It's going to be quite a difficult sort of a talk after what Atul has taken us through, with all the energy and everything else, and all the jokes about Gujarat. By the way, I'm from Gujarat, yeah, from a place called Bilkha, where there are plenty of lions there, and unfortunately, some of them are not being able to survive the flood. But it's great to be here, and truly an honor to be here at the 13th EMDI Convocation. Why are you all so serious? I've also got the same thing of sort of coming out with a few jokes later or the other, sometimes in the thing. But really, this is your first step towards a journey that basically there's no road to it. There's no path to it. There's no road to it. There'll be an ups and downs to it. There'll be stoppages. There'll be starts. But at the end of the day, it's the first chapter of your life that you've completed, and I congratulate each and every one of you on it. Congratulations. And there have been various sources of inspiration. I've been very, very fortunate in the sense that apart from corporate, I've had the luxury of being able to play cricket. And you know how it is, it was a passion that was always there. And I got the opportunity to play for my country. Now, like anything, whether it's going to be in your life, was I aspiring to play for my country? Did I dream of playing for my country? And naturally now I can very much, like what Atul said, I was also put into Arnab's show. I was put into one of those exact squares. He asked me one question, I remember, and I spoke. And after that I sat for about 45 minutes without saying another word at all. So in between, the next time he asked me, I said, can I have a glass of water? Because I'm parched. So I've not spoken at all. So in the same way, it's do you dream of these things? No. You don't dream of playing for India. And that's the problem. You dream of playing a sport. You dream of playing cricket. You dream of doing what you want to do. And you have to have the passion for it. You have to have the excellence for it. You should be enjoying it. So when I started playing cricket, I was quite happy to be in the school side. Then from school side, you were challenging yourself to be in the college side. Then you were hoping that you would get into the state side. And only after you started doing well in that you suddenly thought, yeah, there is a possibility that I may be able to play cricket for India. And that's when you start dreaming of your goal. So you have to be very careful about, I've seen lots of kids and lots of parents saying, oh, my son, my daughter, they're going to play for India and this or that or whatever. But remember, think of it, there's a lot of hard work that has to be put in. There's a lot of skills that need to be developed. And that's why I said, gone through the first chapter of something of that nature. And there's a long, long journey. And that's why I said, there's no path to it. Nobody will be able to define your path. You will have to make it yourself. And you'll have to sustain that somehow or the other through your goals. You have to pursue your goals, and that's very important. Like you said, passion, profession, and perseverance is a very important factor. So, whatever you do in life, take it as a challenge. And that's what I did, whether I was working for Mahindra's. I was not an automobile engineer, but I got into it, and automobiles became my passion. I joined TCS IT. I was made head of global events and of marketing. And global events was a challenging thing because I was never an event guy. I was not lucky like all of you to have been taught and skilled and put that. But I was the global head of one of the leading companies, and I was going to be heading their events. Wistcraft, later on, I think Sabas will talk, was one of our agencies. And I learned a lot. I learned Not because suddenly events became a passion for me. It became a wonderful thing for me. I started reading about the technology in events, of being able to hold events, of being able to produce events and create events. And I remember when they were doing the IFA, and it was just the first start of it, and they were telling me about it and how it's grown to become such an important event. And that's what it's all about. Whatever you're taking up, try and take it up with a lot of passion. That's very important. And I've been told to speak for 5 minutes, but my introduction took a lot of the time. So anyway, the excellence, very important, excellence. Excel in whatever you do. Raise the bar. Challenge yourself, challenge the boundaries. If you don't challenge yourself, it's not going to be of any, you have to do that. You have to challenge yourself, because otherwise you're complacent. You just feel, this can be done. And sustain and respect the challenge what you put yourself through. Be innovative, really innovative, look beyond the obvious. And that is the most important, I find, thing that you should look at. You should always look at things beyond. Never look at what is the obvious, go beyond it. It's very important. But while you're doing that, build a trust based on excellence. Because you have to have excellence to it. And that's an important problem, and that would leave a sort of footprint. And that footprint is the base for the next generation to follow. When you talk about 47, by the way, I'm 62. And way ahead. And my wife is here and my daughter. And I also have some whiplashes in my thing. So whether it's 47 or 62 or 63, we all follow the same system. That's why I can stand here and give you this advice. Because excellence is something, I've met a lot of legends in my life, and I've been very fortunate to do that during the events especially, and during my days when I played cricket, whether it was a Gavaskar or a Kapil Dev, we were all roommates, friends, and whether it was a Botham or Imran Khan or whatever, they were all people that we socialized and we had wonderful times together. But then, when I had events, we were meeting people who had achieved something which was remarkable. There was a taxi driver from London, a taxi driver by the name of Robert Swan. He's the first man to have set foot on the North Pole and the South Pole. And this was a taxi driver, so I asked him when he was doing all this, and I asked him, what made you do that? And he said he wanted to make a difference in life. He wanted to do something different. And he said, but my attitude, I didn't care whether I was going to reach my destination. But just the attempt of being able to do that was what I was aspiring for. I reached it, and he showed us photographs, and he talked about so many things. He went through such sort of death, nearly dying, sort of he was starving, and he was left alone. He didn't know what was going to happen next, but he managed to survive all that and make it into a success, and be there and put his flag there. And that's the thought of thing. It is not, a lot of people don't realize their potential. And the reason they don't realize, because they're scared to fail. One thing cricket taught me really, is that there's always a chance of failing, because it's a one-ball game. And that's the thing, if you are scared of failing, you are never going to attempt. And that's what you have to do. You try to be, your attitude has to change towards it. Team building is another area that I find is very important. You have to aim to deliver success as a team. And it's happening now in India. I'm seeing it much more than when we used to play cricket and all that. But now I'm seeing we Indians are becoming much more team oriented, and it's a great sign that I can see. like I said earlier, upgrade your skills. The skills have to get upgraded every now and then. You have to do it because technology is coming so quickly that if you are not going to improve yourself, you're not going to upgrade your skills. You're going to be left behind. Be open to sharing. Sharing knowledge. We Indians sometimes want to keep everything to ourselves. Be open to sharing. It's very important, sharing knowledge. And something that we have just forgotten to do, we don't compliment each other. We just somehow don't compliment each other, we compete with each other, we don't compliment each other. And that's an area that all of you should look at. Compliment, not only compete, but compliment each other. And take up higher responsibilities. And that's important because people feel, I'm quite happy on this, to be at this level. Try and achieve something much more. And I'd like to finish with something that has been around in my mind. These are words, very, very nice words, which I think is apt in an occasion like this. And it goes like this. Dream of what you must enjoy. Dream of what you must enjoy. Go where you want to go. Yeah, it's really fun. Dream of what you must enjoy. Go where you want to go. Be whom you want to be. Be whom you want to be. You have but one life. Yeah? You have but one life. One life to achieve what you want to achieve. And that's brilliantly said. And thank you very much, everyone.